Hey, it's Michelle from Fabrications Ottawa, and here's the first video for our quilted bag sew-along. So what exactly is a quilted bag? Well, a quilted bag is usually a bag that has some sort of quilted feature to it. Usually the whole bag is quilted. So all of my examples, all of the bags are quilted, and that makes such a lovely bag. A quilted bag can be lined or unlined. An unlined quilted bag usually has the exterior and the lining quilted together in the quilt sandwich, and then it will have exposed seams on the inside. And usually you bind those seams with fabric, such as this bag. You'll see that there's no drop-in lining and the seams are bound. Sometimes those bound seams are on the outside, such as this bag, so that they can be a decorative feature for the bag. Some quilted bags, the quilted part is quilted with the exterior and the batting, but the lining is not quilted in and the lining is separate. So as you can see in this bag, the exterior is quilted but not the interior, and there is no exposed seams inside there. So you need to choose what kind of things you're going to put in your quilt sandwich. So you usually have your exterior fabric and you have your lining fabric or your backing fabric, and then you need to decide what to put in between there. So you can, two options are batting and foam. So this bag and this lovely bag all have batting inside. They are a little less structured than a bag that has foam. So this bag has foam and this bag has foam. So your options are this very easy to sew foam where you quilt your pieces to it, or you can use batting. So if you want something more structured, you're going to go with foam. If you want something a little softer, you're going to go with batting. Also, if you find that your batting's a little too thin, you can layer it up. So this bag, I actually used 2 layers of batting to give it a little bit more structure. There are lots of quilted bag patterns out there. We have quite a few here at the store. Here's a bunch that we've got at the moment. We will be providing a not comprehensive list, because there are so many patterns out there, but a list of some really popular quilted bag patterns. And you can make anything from a tote bag to a fanny pack. You can make little pouches. There's tons of things you can do for your quilted bag. Most of these are quilted with quilting cotton. So you can choose whatever you want for your bag. I have used oilskin, where I have quilted the oilskin. Now this is a thinner oilskin, so it quilted up quite nicely. And as you can see, I used foam in this bag, so it's nice and structured. You can use canvas. This is a lightweight linen cotton canvas, and it quilts up nicely. You can use, like I said, quilting cotton. You can use woven quilting cottons like this lovely Fabulism. There's also available pre-quilted fabrics. So there's a lot of fabrics that are already quilted for you, and you just have to put them into the bag. So this is an example of some pre-quilted oilskin that we got from Merchant & Mills, and it was already quilted, and I just had to cut the pieces and sew it together. So when you're sewing your bag together, you also need to choose thread, especially because if your bag is going to be quilted, you're going to see that thread on the outside. Now you can mix threads in your bag, so if you want, example for this bag, I quilted it with Aurifil cotton thread, and then when I pieced the bag together or constructed the bag, I used a polyester thread. Polyester thread is much stronger than cotton thread, and it will just keep your bag lasting a lot longer than if you use cotton thread. So this bag was made entirely with polyester thread. I used Glide, so this is not the same color, but this is a lovely 40 weight thread that can work nicely for quilting and for putting your bags together. You can, like I said, you can use Aurifil for the actual quilting, but I would hesitate to use this to construct your bag. Or you can just use regular polyester thread, whatever works for you. So once you've decided on your bag, you need to look at all of the requirements that you need for it. So you need to decide on your fabric, you need to decide on your batting or foam, you need to decide if you need some hardware and what finish you're going to use. You can use a regular nylon zipper, or you can use zipper tape such as in this bag or in this bag. I like to use zipper tape because you can cut it to length and it's very easy to use. And you'll just have to amass everything so that we can start quilting our panels next week.